Today we're gonna working on Leetcode question number 215. Kth largest element in an array. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the kth largest element in the array. Note that if the kth largest element in the sorted order, not the kth distinct element. Yes. So basically, what he is saying is like return the second largest element, right, in this array when it is sorted, and the value is gonna be fifth because it's gonna, when it is sorted, it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the number 5 is the second largest element. We're gonna be using the quick sort in order to bring the average time complexity to linear. So that's why we're not sorting the whole array and then just returning the kth largest element. We're gonna be finding the pivot like by randomly choosing something, and then we're gonna be creating three lists or arrays, like whichever element is greater than pivot, uh, we're gonna putting it in the left side, uh, and whichever element is less than pivot, we're gonna putting it in the right side, and if it is equal to pivot, we're gonna be putting it in the middle. Okay. uh yeah, so the first thing is to calculate that pivot. Even before that, let's just have the base case where uh, we don't have anything inside the nums, right? Then we're just gonna return. Then our pivot is going to be equal to random dot choice dot nums. Then we're gonna have left, which is equal to a list x for x inside the nums if the x is greater than the pivot. Mid is x for x inside the nums if x is equal to pivot, and right is going to be equal to x for x in nums if x is less than pivot. Now we're gonna calculate the length of the left list and the mid list. So the length is gonna of the left is gonna be equal to length of left, and length of the mid is gonna be equal to length of mid. Now there are three things: either our k, which we are looking for, like the kth largest element, can be less than equal to L, right? The second can be that else if our k is greater than L plus M, right? It's not in the left list or M list, then what? And the last one is else, uh, basically if it is equal, right? Basically if it is in the middle section where we, so that when we can just uh, return the mid of 0, because we know that and the k is gonna be equal to within the, it's inside the like the mid range. what it means is like the k is equal to is greater than the l, but like it's less than the l plus m. It's not greater than that, so it's within that range. And then we're just gonna be returning the first element of the mid list. But let's talk about this one. If the L is less than equal to K, right, in that case we're gonna be recursively call the same function, return self dot find kth largest with now the nums is gonna just reduce to the left, and the k is gonna stay the same. But when it is less than, k is less than the length of the right, but like greater than the length of the, sorry, basically it is less than the length of the nums, but greater than the length of the left list and the middle list. In that case, I'm sorry, if it is greater than the length of the left plus the middle list, meaning it's in the right list, what we're gonna be doing is returning self dot find get largest. This time it's gonna be the right list, we know that, but we want to change the value of the k, so the k is gonna be we're gonna be left with l minus m. Looking good. Yep. Okay. So far so good. And it works.